Hi, everybody. I hope I'm audible. I hope I'm visible. It'll be great if I can get a hello, hi from you all. Uh, if I can get a yes that I'm audible, yes that I'm visible. Welcome to the NMAT 2024 form filling session. But as always, before we kickstart, I need to know that I'm audible and visible. So just waiting for a couple of y'all to confirm ki haan, everything is fine, the modalities are fine, everything is working okay, so that we can go ahead and kickstart today's session on form filling. Very interesting session because it's not just the form filling that I have to cater to. I think a lot of y'all have this question on, यार NMAT लिखे तो कब लिखे? Number one. Second, इतने सारे changes, how many changes will we have in NMAT in 1 year itself, right? First and foremost, the window from a 75-day window has suddenly become a 45-day window. So the window has reduced. It's almost, you can turn it, not really half, but it's reduced by a good 40-45%, a good 40% reduction in the window. So that's a huge number, right? So that's one. Second part that we need to look at is yeah, till last year they were permitting this option of take from home. Now I am one of the proponents of take from home. I really enjoyed this option because every year in NMAT in the form, I used to use the take from home option and I used to go ahead and write the exam from home. And it was really beneficial because when you're in the comfort of your home, you don't need to worry too much. It's not that yaar shirt pant pehen ke अच्छे कपड़े पहन के निकलना है. You can stay in your shorts, you can be chill, you can switch on the AC or be in whichever room you're comfortable, whichever room you feel is lucky for you, and various other factors. So I think the comfort of your home was something which was nice, which was something that NMAT did provide, and suddenly that has been taken away from us. So couple of very interesting things that have been put forth in front of us by NMAT this year. So I'm going to deal with all of that along with going ahead and talking a little bit about the form filling. Okay, I hope that part is clear to everybody. If you all can just go ahead and confirm the same, write CC into the chat box, we'll go ahead and kickstart. I'll take you through the modalities. I'll take you through some of the important pointers of NMAT 2024 to begin with. Then we'll move to stage 2 where I'll take you through the form filling. I have the entire form broken up screen by screen in a PPT. I won't take you through the actual form filling. Reason being, yeah, to take you through all the steps, which is even after the form filling, how can you go ahead and choose the slot in which you want to write the exam. I need to make the payment. Now I can't make the payment while I'm talking to you all. A lot of information has to be given at that point in time. So what I've done is I've done all of that beforehand. I've actually gone ahead, filled the form step by step, then I've gone ahead and made the payment as well, and now I'm here. Okay, so I hope that makes a lot of sense. I hope we are in sync. Having said that, let's quickly go ahead and kickstart. Let's go ahead and look at what we have in store today in my 2024 form filling. So first and foremost, let's take you through the basics, some basic overviews that you should be aware of. The first part, related to that is what are the important dates, what's the fees, what are the test centers, how many B schools are accepting, and so on and so forth. So I told you the important, modalities is something that we'll look at right up front. Then we move to the form filling. So the important dates to keep in mind, well, the registration, it starts on the 1st of August and it continues till the 10th of October. So the registration window is huge, as you can see. We're talking about August, September, October, almost 100 days of registration window. So it's providing you a lot of time to register. The scheduling of the exam also starts from the 1st of August and is till the 14th. Now, this is scheduling of your first take. Remember, you can take NMAT thrice. The first take is the one which is looked at when we look at it from the perspective of getting to NMIMS. So you can schedule your first take, anytime in this window. When we say scheduling it in this window, this is the time in which you can go ahead and choose the date, but the dates will be from 6th of November to the 17th of November. I hope that part is clear. Okay, this is where the exam is going to take place. So it's, as you can see, almost just a 40-45 day window, so it has reduced quite a bit. Rescheduling, so those of you might want to take the exam again second time, the rescheduling window is also from the 1st till the 17th. As you can see, why till the 17th? Because once you've gone ahead and scheduled it, the rescheduling can happen anytime till the last date. And since the last date is the 17th of December, the rescheduling is permitted till the 17th of December. Okay. Please keep in mind the scheduling, rescheduling, all of it. That means the exam delivery, it will happen and in the same time frame. So 5th of November to the 20th of December is when you are going to go ahead and actually write the exam. I hope this part is clear to everybody in terms of what the important dates are. The test fees, well, it's expensive. It's one of the most expensive forms that you're going to go ahead and fill. 3,000 plus GST, so it's going to be 3,540 rupees roughly. 18% GST jab kar lo. You are allowed to apply to 5B schools basis the money that you pay. So those 5B schools, obviously NMIMS is going to be the first. Couple of y'all might be looking at SPJIMR. It's not going to be the core program. It's going to be other programs. XIMB you could look at. It's going to be other program, not core. Some of you might be looking at KJ Somaya. Again, KJ Somaya MBA. ISB has one of its outlier programs as a part of this as well, not its core program. So you could look at some of those colleges. In case some of you want to go abroad, you could look at some of the colleges abroad as well. Any additional score report, if you're thinking of applying more than 5, you'll need 400 rupees per report. And finally, rescheduling is going to cost you 1200 plus applicable taxes. Okay, what are the accepting B schools? Like I stated, about 51 B schools in India. If you look at it, NMIMS, KJ Somaya, ISB, one very specific course, and 48 other leading colleges in India. So this part is in India. Accepting worldwide, well, there are 27 other B schools accepting this score worldwide, found in South Africa, Philippines, Nigeria, Hungary, Morocco, and so on and so forth. In terms of test centers, 87 test centers, 83 cities. One biggest cause of concern that some of you all have shared with me, that, sir, I went and tried to fill up the form, but I'm realizing the number of slots are very limited in the test centers in my city. So that is a problem that we're going to address as well, and we're going to have a conversation on that as we go forward. Please keep in mind the admit card, it can be downloaded 7 days before your scheduled exam date. Okay, it will be available on the portal itself. Okay, what is the official website where everything is going to take place? Well, this is the official website. Okay, you need to go here, and this is where you will go ahead and find everything. All the important piece of information and everything is there. Now, before I go ahead and actually get into the form filling part of it, any questions from anybody till here? Okay, let's see. Wait, the option to give from has been taken away. Yes, it has been taken away, sadly. As I said, I'm a proponent and I couldn't find it. So when will there be a video for CAT application? I have certain queries with no answers. Yes, the CAT application session is going to happen very soon as well. In fact, we just put a poll out there in some of our groups to ask y'all when you want to go ahead and take it. So I'm hoping that all of y'all have filled it. We are also putting that poll out on our YouTube channel as well, in the community post as a community poll. So please go ahead and fill it, and it will be up to you. I think we're giving options of Friday, Monday, and Wednesday. So up to you. Friday lena hai, Monday lena hai, Wednesday lena hai. Jo aap log bologe, according to that it will happen. So TAPME is a good option. It's an okay option. Yes. So TAPME, KJSMI are similar. So you can look at it. Only NMIMC first, rest all colleges consider. So first attempt is for NMIMS. NMIMS. So even more, Bangalore looked at just the first attempt last year. So just to give you. So NM looks at first attempt. I took NMAT last year. Should I apply using the same credentials? Yeah. So even I am applying using the same credentials. So you don't need to change your credentials. You can keep the same credentials and do it, because that way you don't need to update anything. What is happening is it is already pre-filled in all your data. All you will need to do is say your work experience has increased by 12 months. Just add that. Anyways, you need to put in your latest work experience. So using the same credentials, I think, makes a lot of sense. It will ensure that that form filling exercise reduces from about 35-40 minutes to about 15 minutes. Okay. So what is the conversion rule for CGPA to percentage? If there is no specific rule given by the university itself, check on the university website. If there is no rule given by the university itself, do it into 10. Okay. At my time, since I am from St. Xavier's in Calcutta, which was under Calcutta University, even though it is autonomous, at that time there was no specific rule given. So what we used to do was into 10, and it was accepted. Okay. So when should I schedule my NMAT? Accidental genius, I'm going to pick that up. Okay, but that's going to be a little later. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I've answered all your queries still here. Should I move on? Should I move on to the actual form filling process, and then we go ahead and address a few more queries? I will wait to hear a little from you all. Once you all go ahead and confirm, basis that we will move ahead. Okay. I think I've addressed almost all queries that have been put forth at this point in time. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Lovely. I love the yeses. Yes के साथ साथ CC भी डालोगे तो मैं और ज्यादा खुश होऊंगा, because CC means crystal clear. That's just something that I generally go by. ठीक है. Okay. Let's quickly move ahead. Let's get back to where I was. Okay. Now, This is the website, mba.com/exam/nmat. You have to come here. On this website, as you can see very clearly, you will see niche register for NMAT by GMAC hai, already registered login. So it depends on what kind of user you are. Like somebody just pointed out, I registered last year. You are the latter user. You are the user on the right. Okay, already registered login here. If it's from the left, register for NMAT by GMAC, then you're a new registrant. If you're a new registrant, you will do this. Let's look at it for both people. Okay, register mein we have two kinds of people. So let's look at it first from the perspective of the first person, which is I'm going to talk about old registrations, people who registered last year or who have already registered but not filled the form, or people who registered last to last year. People like me, I filled last year as well, I registered. So for us, what do? Well, we just go back to this welcome back page, email ID and password dalna and move in. If you don't remember password, forgot password, kar lo, kaam khatam, move ahead. Okay, kaam khatam. Okay, now if you're the first kind, which means you have to register for the first time, well, this is the information that they ask you. They ask you for your name, email address, they ask you to set a password, re-enter, and done. So this is basic registration. Zat will ask you to do, cat will ask you to, everybody will ask you to do. So don't worry about it, basic stuff, nothing much. Few things you should keep ready with you before you go ahead and finish this entire process. Ab jaise hum aage badhenge, have a photograph of yours ready with you. Have a signature of yours ka picture ready. It will not be needed for NMAT, it will be needed for cat and zat. Okay, have your 10-12 undergraduation ka percentages ready with you, or CGPA ready with you. Have all of this ready with you when you're going ahead to fill the form. Okay, okay, now this is what you have to go ahead and do. Your profile, when you see, it will ask you for a phone number. Now my number is an old number, so us purane number pe hi main kaam kar raha hu. ठीक है, doesn't make any difference. Perfect. Keep one thing in mind, this part, which is select a country where you would like to take the test. This is where it changes. The moment you choose India now, you will not get an option to take the test from home. If you choose some other country, say you're outside India, you're sitting in Dubai, you're sitting in Estonia, you're sitting in America, at the time of writing this exam, well, you'll be able to take it from home. You have a take from home option for all candidates who are going to be taking the exam outside of India. Is that clear? Is that clear? If you're taking the exam within India, you have to take it only from the centers. Are we clear till here? Is everybody clear till here? Yep. Okay. CCs are coming. I hope everybody's clear. I'm quickly moving to the other part, and my team is reminding me, sir, unko ye bhi bol do, session like kar de, subscribe kar de. Guys, we have a lot of sessions coming up. We've got cat form filling. We've got the cat open mock, which is going on at this point in time. Uska analysis on Monday. We've got a B school advisory session for you on Tuesday. Which B school to apply for? How much money will I spend there? Basis my profile, what are the B schools I should be looking at? That is coming on Tuesday. We have a lot of sessions coming over the next 5-7 days itself. Uske alawa normal sessions keep continuing. I hope you've gone ahead and subscribed to the channel. If not, go ahead and subscribe immediately. Go ahead and like the video immediately. Okay? Enough said. Let's quickly keep moving on. Yeah, team को भी हमें संतुष्टि देनी होती है. They also need to get बढ़ावा. They also need to feel happy that when they are working hard, students come, they like the session and they like it. Those metrics are the ones that work for them. So do help them out. Okay, let's keep moving on. Okay, what do I have? Register and schedule में they will resend you a email verification link. Okay, once you get that verification link, basis that you come here, you log in. This is your login. This is what we like to call the dashboard. Now if you look at the dashboard, ऊपर देखो NMAT by GMAC register now है. Your entire process will start now of form filling. नीचे देखो schedule, reschedule, it is blurred out. It is in gray. It is grayed out. Retake gray. View exam status gray. Admit card gray. Score card. Everything is great because you have nothing which is open at this point in time. So we will go to the register now part of it. As you can see, it is circled. Let's move into register now and let's start off with what it is. As you can see, there are 4 sections right at the top. Personal information section, contact information section, education or work experience section, school preference, and each of them you have to fill 100%. Okay, now in the personal information, as you can see, somebody from my team was going ahead and filling it. She'd gone ahead and put in her details, Neha, and Neha's the one who handles the entire YouTube channel experience for you. All the sessions that are planned by her, all the posts that are put on community are put by her. Every single series that is being planned, every single playlist on YouTube, when the form filling session, everything she plans. So for her sake, go like the session, subscribe the channel. She also stays motivated. So I'll pick up Neha's example here. Neha filled up the form. So she will put in her title, first name, last name, gender, date of birth, age, category. Please keep in mind any of this, if it is an error, na, when you actually go to the exam, they actually check this. They will take your two ID cards, they will take it from you and they will send you out. Those two ID cards, they will map with the system. Any of this information, if it is incorrect, NMAT is very irritating in not allowing you to write the exam. Cat फिर भी एक दो चीज बोलता है, ये फॉर्म भर दो, वो फॉर्म भर दो, बच जाते हो. इवन दो वहां पे भी मिस्टेक नहीं करना चाहिए, पर एनमैट कुछ नहीं अलाउ करता. सो बी वेरी वेरी केयरफुल व्हेन यू गो अहेड एंड फिल दिस अप. ओके, प्लीज एंश्योर दैट द फोटो यू फिल अप, अपलोड लिमिट मैक्सिमम 1 MB, सो 1 MB से कम की फोटो होनी चाहिए. This is what you have from a personal information part perspective. Okay, some basic other details. They will ask you your parent details, father's name, mother's name, photo ID that you want to talk about. So you can talk about PAN card, Aadhaar, driving license, passport, any of them. This is the photo ID which you will carry with you for the date of the exam. Please keep in mind, they will ask you to carry two photo IDs with you when you go for the exam. So generally, one of the photo IDs you put here, second you will have to carry as well. So keep that in mind. Don't forget it. Okay? Name as per photo ID number. They will check this number with the photo ID you will provide on that day and the exam hall. So be very very careful. Okay, and then they check, are you differently abled? If you choose yes, then okay. If no, then just move ahead. Okay, and then we move ahead to the next. So this is the personal part, personal information part that we spoke about. That's done. अब देखो जैसे ही वो मैंने कंप्लीट किया वो 100% हो गया. Then we move to contact information. Now one part of it was filled in when you filled in the registration form itself, so that has been carried forward. उसके आगे go ahead and put the other info. ठीक है, perfect. So you go ahead and put that info. Next क्या है, address for communication. What is the address that you want to go ahead and put in? You go ahead and put in that address. ठीक है, as simple as that. ठीक है. Education details. Now this is the interesting part. Please keep in mind, when it comes to ZAT, when it comes to CAT, the education details that you need to put in, it is all subjects taken into consideration. Form clearly बोलता है. NMAT में ये कहीं clearly लिखा नहीं है. It is not written. If you ask me, the best way is take all subjects into consideration, but if to be safe. However, they've not written it anywhere. So even if you take best of 5, you're in ISC or ICSC. ICSC says best of 5 in 10, best of 4 in class 12. You can go ahead and put that in, because you will just turn around and say that's what my board accepts, that's what my board takes. Right? I am not urging you, I am not encouraging you to do that, but I'm saying there is a loophole available here. The loophole that you can go ahead and utilize only in this exam, not available in other exams. Ideally, don't use this loophole, because they always have a TNC which says we are liable to change this at any point in time, and then they will say we told you we can change it at any point in time, we changed it, now you're in trouble, we'll cancel your candidature. यार पैसे उनके पास आ जाते हैं, कैंसिल करते रहते. This is something that NMAT regularly does. I have a problem with it. So I'm not urging you to do it. I'm not encouraging you to do it. But I'm pointing out कि ये loophole है. अगर आपको लगता है नहीं यार बिना उसके मेरा होगा ही नहीं, करना है loophole use कर लो, but ideally not the right thing to do. I hope this part is clear to everybody. What I mean by that is, take all subjects in your mark sheet in 10, 12 and undergrads to be used to go ahead and put in your marks. Okay, in your undergrads you will have one place, one mark sheet where where your final marks or a final GPA would be mentioned. उसको use कर लो. वो जो भी subjects, जितने भी subjects into consideration लेके वो लोग ने किया गया, that has no bearing on it. वो लिखा है, उसको use कर लो, as simple as that. ठीक है. So we are from state board. We have both 11th and 12th. Shall we add only 12th, or we have to add both and submit? If in your final mark sheet that is given to you after class 12, both are there, you have to add both, because eventually you have to prove whatever you put in, right? Even if I put in best of 5, best of 4, if I put in only class 12, but if the mark sheet has both, I can't prove it. I can't turn around and say, but sir, this is what it happens. Okay, so you can't do anything. I have not received my graduation marks, that's okay. So you have received till 5th semester or 7th semester, depending upon whether you're a non-engineer or an engineer. Up to that put it in. उसके बाद जो final आएगा last semester को लेके, उसके basis पे डालोगे. जितना अभी है उतना ही डाल सकते हो, and have proof for that ready, so that when you go to the exam, when you go to the if you get an interview call and you go and say, see, when I filled it in, this is what it was, proof. See, look at the date on which my final graduation marks have come in, proof. So see, when I filled it versus when my final graduation have come in, there is a difference in the dates. That is why I am correct, I have not lied. Clear, Satvik? The point is, we should not lie. The point is, we should put in everything correct as per our information, as per that particular point in time when we are filling the form. Funda simple hai. Clear? Cool. Let's keep moving ahead. Let's keep moving ahead. So here you will go ahead and put in your information. They will ask you for your highest education level that you've achieved. यहाँ bachelor's होगा या master's होगा जो भी है, go ahead and put that in, and the specialization. So I put in, say for example, I didn't want to say MBA, so I put in bachelor's and I went ahead and stated mathematics. Okay, as simple as that, because I don't want to talk about my MBA. Do you have work experience? Select basis what you select. If you select yes, then they will ask you more. They will ask you, okay, what type of engagement did you have, which sector were you in, how many years were you associated with it, how many months. So for example, I said education sector. In that education sector, I said, say, project management as the type of engagement. My years I put in, say, 10 years. What industry best reflects? It's the education industry, and so on and so forth. So that's the funda. That's what you need to go ahead and put in here. Okay. Last, organization, please say likhna. Some of you might be working in educational organizations. You might be a teacher somewhere. Don't lie, write it. Don't lie, write it. Because they categorically have a lot of disclaimers where they say what I have mentioned is correct to the best of my ability. You don't want any reason for your candidature to be cancelled. So if you're working in some institution teaching mathematics, teaching English, teaching this, giving tuitions, if that is what it is, what your experience is, go ahead and fill it in. Don't worry about it. Okay, nothing to be worried about at all. Okay, so that is the work experience part. Then we move to the B school preference. As a part of filling this form, you can apply to 5 B schools free of cost. As you can see, India ke 51, South Africa ke 10, Philippines 8, Nigeria 7, Hungary 1, Morocco 1, all of those are there. So you can identify any 5 you want to fill in. My recommendation of those 5 is NMIMS guaranteed ek dalna, KJ Somaya dal lena. If you want, you can put TAPME in. Uske alawa, the rest 1, 2 you can have a look at. XIM भी देख लेना इस बार है कि नहीं. लास्ट ईयर तक XIM का RM program was a part of this. You could have done that as well. So these 3, 4 I can recommend. Others completely up to you. You can look at BML Munjal, you can look at Bennett, any other such college that you feel you want to apply to, newer college in India. Okay, IFIM is an option as well if you want to look at it. So those are certain examples, but the top 3, 4 I'm very clear about and I have told you. I hope this part is clear to everybody. Okay, finally they ask you for some additional information. आपको हमारे बारे पता कैसे चला? Friends and family से, digital ad से. अब वो डिजिटल एड पे क्लिक मार दोगे तो वो लोग को लगता है हाँ हमें और डिजिटल मार्केटिंग करना चाहिए, रेडियो से अच्छा तो हमें और रेडियो करना चाहिए. दिस इज बेसिकली देम डूइंग देयर प्राइमरी रिसर्च ऑन हाउ यू आर फाइंडिंग आउट अबाउट देम. ठीक है, एज सिंपल एज दैट. When do you plan to do your management? You can put in the year, which exams you've taken. You don't need to lie here. You can be very truthful. This is not taken into consideration in your application. It is just for their marketing purposes. Think of it as primary research in marketing, something that you will be doing once you get into college. And in case any of you gets into marketing, this is called primary research. This is something that you want to do directly from the customer you want to hear. Finally, there will be a declaration where you go ahead and say, I hereby certify the information submitted by me in support of this application is true to the best of my knowledge and belief. Understand that in the event of any information being found false or incorrect, my application is liable to be rejected or cancelled at any stage of the program. It is very, very important to hear this. They will do it at any point in time. कुछ भी गलत होगा, गलती से भी कर दिया है. If it is wrong, they will cancel it. That is what NM does. Okay. I also hereby declare that I have read, understood, and agreed to abide by the NMAT by GMAC exam TNC privacy policy and prohibited practices and consequences of non-compliance. I agree, put in your details, done. As simple as that. Then you click on preview where you'll be able to go ahead and preview your entire application form. Once that is done, you can go ahead and submit. Okay. So this is what the preview form looks like. All, fields of that, you can go ahead and look at it. Then you can go ahead and look at submit and payment. Now, before payment, I like to go ahead and look at the dashboard again. This is what the dashboard looks like. Once again, now you see 100% complete ho gaya, jo originally 0% tha. Now you just need to go ahead and make the payment. Payment, as I pointed out, is 3,000 plus GST, 3,540. That is what it will look like. Okay. So before the payment, this is what the dashboard look like. This is the payment page that will come once you click on the payment part. Go submit, make the payment, and you're done. Okay. I hope everybody is clear till here. Everybody is clear till here. Any questions related to this? Okay. Can we fill schools at a later stage? Yes, I will show you where you can fill it. They will show you that. Okay, I have a few questions. We are from state board. I've done, not received. Okay, so in my mark sheet of 12, there are 6 subjects, but total of best of 5 mentioned what to fill. Shushmita, I have told you, according to me, 60 dalna chahiye, best of 5. However, you can take it and do it. There is a loophole. just for this exam, not in CAT, not in ZAT. Ideally, I would say take all 6. Can final year students apply? Will, yes, you can. If your MBA, or sorry, if your undergraduation completes is over by say the end of May 2025, you're eligible. So what about integrated BTech MTech? You can full MTech. Sir, can finally students apply? Done. Is the date and month of graduating very important, or year of graduating most important? Date and month tentative at least सही होना चाहिए, ठीक है? Like for example, I put in May because that's when I got it, but April में खत्म हो गए थे सारे papers, so it has to be tentatively correct. Okay. The option of graduation status, what should I mention? I completed my exams, results are not out. Okay, so if the results are not out already, take a call. If say you put completed, does it ask you to put in marks for all semesters for everything? If not, then you can put completed and you can just put marks till jahan tak hai. Okay, but if it asks you for everything, then don't put completed, put pursuing. As simple as that. I am a dentist working in private clinic, should I add clinic's name? Surely you can do it, not a problem. If my CGPA is 9.85, so for my university it is coming 84.89, and when I calculated average on my own from all semester, it is 85.725. Okay. uh, it is coming at you. What percentage should I do? No problem. You can go ahead and put in whatever is officially put in for you. If officially they've gone ahead and categorically written 84.89, if the university has officially given that, then write 84.89, because that is what the university will eventually go ahead and show. And it makes more sense to show 84.89. बाद में 85.725 हो गया, great. Marks when they increase, it works in your favor. But you put 85.725 and बाद में decreases, it gives them a reason to go ahead and uh, raise questions. So, can we fill schools at a later stage? Yes. GPI I have answered. Will take all questions, don't worry, I have taken them. Tutoring students living in, no, that is not full-time paid work experience, because you will not be able to prove that. University does not have its own CGPA calculator. Should I calculate percentage or just multiply? If there is nothing specific by the university, multiply by 10. Multiply by 10. Okay. Does part-time job count? No, only full-time paid work experience after undergraduation. Sir, please brief about the attempt in NMAT. I didn't understand that question, Anushka. Can you repeat that question? Attempt in NMAT matlab, have I attempted NMAT before? I didn't understand what you meant by that. Sir, if I want to take NMAT in the month of December, when will I be able to schedule it? When will you be able to schedule it? You'll be able to schedule it even now. So I will show you that. I will move to phase 2 right now, where I will talk to you about scheduling of the exam. Till now I have spoken to you about payment. अब पेमेंट के बाद अब एग्जाम scheduling वाले पार्ट पे भी मैं आऊंगा, डोंट वरी. 1.4 year work ex matter in NM colleges. Matter in which sense? I don't understand the meaning of the word matter. It helps. Everything helps. Yes. Uh, Engaged in family business, can I consider it? You can consider it as full time. You can consider it if it is full time paid work experience. You'll need to prove it through pay slips and money that has been transferred to your account. If yes, then it's fine. Internship and freelancing, no, it does not count. When I'm choosing not completed, not asking for any marks. Oh, okay. Then up to you. But so have you completed this year, Satvik, which is in 2024? So my recommendation is you put completed and put marks up till the semester that you have your marks. Okay. Is SPGen GMP good option? Relative, right? Good option as compared to what? GMP as standalone, not a bad option. Slightly expensive, but something that you can look at. Can we take NMAT just a week after CAT of 1st December? Yes, you can. Whether you should or not, I will talk about it. मैं अभी आगे जाके बोलूंगा. How many attempts do colleges consider like best of attempts? Other than NMIMS, the other colleges look at the best attempt. Okay, they look at the best attempt. Okay, I've taken a lot of questions. Let's quickly move to the second part now, wherein I'm going to talk to you about यार आप पैसे तो दे दिए, अब how to identify the right slot, which slot to book. ठीक है? I hope everybody is ready for this stage. Now, before that, go ahead. If you've not already liked the video, subscribe the channel. It'll help Neha and the team. Okay. Does industrial workshop play a role? No, it does not play a role. Do we have to register on NMIMS site as well? Yes, you have to. So this is very, very important for those of you who will go ahead and apply to NMIMS. After applying to NMAT, after the NMAT paper, you have to go ahead and you need to go ahead and apply to the NMIMS website as well and pay there as well. NMAT में apply करके NMIMS में free पे apply नहीं हो गया. Apply करके when you chose the 5 colleges, it means NMAT will send your scores to those 5 colleges. It does not mean you applied to those 5 colleges. You have to apply to every college separately, and you'll have to pay money for it. So you have to go to the NMIMS website, apply to the respective college, Bombay, Bangalore, Navi Mumbai, Indore, Hyderabad, jahan pe bhi, and make the payment for that. I hope this part is clear to everybody. Very, very important part. You have to separately go to the NMIMS website. You have to separately go and apply to that course. You have to separately make a payment for that. I hope this part is clear to everybody. CC? And itne mein, I hope you've gone ahead, liked the video, subscribed and everything, so that the team is also happy and we can move ahead. So this is to be done before slot selection or after? You can do it after. Applying to colleges will happen after scores come out? No, before. They purposely ensure. See, there are two parts to it. जैसे ही तुम एग्जाम लिखते हो ना, वो स्कोर जो होता है वो जनरली इमीडिएटली आ जाता है when you are writing it at home. Now when you are going to write it at the center as well, it will almost come out immediately, and within 10 days scores for that entire window will come out. Okay, so you will actually know your score beforehand, but you need to apply to the college before you know your percentile and before you know whether you will get a call from the college or not. Okay, so please keep this in mind. This is all done so that the college can get more money. This is not a student friendly system. It is not a student friendly system at all. It is a college friendly system. The college wants you to pay for the exam. The college wants you to pay to apply to the college, and they will take money on both fronts. And they will not say, "हाँ, अगर मेरे college से call आएगा तभी पैसा दो." नहीं. Also keep in mind that if you get a call from NM Mumbai or any of these colleges, in order to go for the GDPI, you need to pay money. This is one of the colleges which will ask you to pay money to attend GDPI as well. हर चीज में पैसा लेंगे. Okay. Says training in a company considered work experience. If it is full-time paid work experience after your undergraduation, it is work experience. Full-time paid. Internship nahi. Okay? Okay, let's move ahead. So there is also a possibility for you to check slot availability before booking. There is an option which is there on the dashboard where you can go ahead and look at it. देखो यहाँ ऐसे लिखा है, the calendar is intended for this. Please click here. You click here, and on the basis of that, then you will go ahead and you will get to an example. Now this is an example. I put in Delhi. I put in a particular Delhi center, and it is showing me that all of these slots are available. Now look at it. In that particular center, there are slots available on the 6th, 7th, 15th, 16th, 25th, 26th, 27th. That's it. Only on these days are the slots available. And this is a problem that almost everybody will encounter across different locations. I took another example. Say I took Calcutta. In Calcutta also it was available only on the same days. That means slots are not going to be available every day. Slots are going to be limited, and slots are going to be available only on very specific days and specific time slots. So please ensure you've gone ahead and utilized it. Okay? Please ensure that you book your slot early. You might book a slot for a later date, but book the slot early. That is the input that I want to give through this slide. Okay, now recommendation on what the dashboard will look like and which days you should go ahead and book the slot. This is what that part will look at. For those of you who are asking, can I add my preferences for schools later? ये देखो यहाँ पे है add preferences का. ठीक है, you can see that schedule reschedule में booking exam में. Let's go to the booking exam. Now booking exam पे जब मैं click करता हूँ ऐसे pop-up आता है. उस pop-up में, and this is where the change is happening, उस pop-up में see here only at the test center an option is there. There is no option to take it from home this year in India. And you can go ahead and you can look at this rule. If you look at convenience here, bottom right में clearly लिखा है, NMAT's long testing window allows you to select your preferred exam date at test centers in India and online proctored mode from home in rest of the world. Rest of the world में online proctored mode, in India it is from a test center. So they've completely bifurcated it this time, and they are not giving the option of take from home in India. That's a problem for people like me who love it. But for most of you who will anyways be writing CAT and other exams at the center, it's a good precursor to the CAT exam. Write it at a center, understand how all of that operates. Okay. Okay, so now that I go ahead and I choose key, I'll write it at a center. This is the kind of dashboard that comes up. I need to tick here. You can see tick at the top here. I've gone ahead and ticked here. You basis that, then you go ahead and proceed. To proceed, this is what it comes up as, which is an admission policy that you need to go ahead and agree. The admission policy tells you which are the documents that you will need to carry with you. Look here, printout of the admit card, which will reach you 7 days before the scheduled exam. Valid photo ID, original and non-expired. Okay. A photo ID containing name and photo can be any of these four. Please keep in mind, ये लोग one बोलते हैं पर two मांगते हैं कई बार. Please carry two. Just to be on the safe side, please carry two photo IDs. Please carry two. Okay, I'm repeating. Please note the following are not acceptable. Photocopies are not acceptable. Notarized copies are not acceptable. Learner driver license is not acceptable. Okay, so please keep that in mind. Okay, also keep in mind, if you wish to change your test date or venue, you can do so by visiting here and logging in account 72 hours or more prior to a scheduled appointment. So in case anybody feels suddenly मेरे को change करना है, 72 hours prior करना होगा, उसके पैसे लगेंगे. Please keep that in mind. 1200 रुपए उसके भी लगेंगे plus GST. ठीक है, please keep that in mind. Okay. Now, this is what it looks like, the final slot booking screen that you come to. Look here. Now, I looked at Delhi, for example. Now, I looked at Delhi in November to look at what are the slots. The slots are on 5th, 6th, and 7th, 15, 16, 24, 25, 26th at this time. These are the days on which slots are available at this point in time in Delhi. So anybody who's in Delhi, this is an example for you कि खाली ये slots है in November. In December also, just so that I could show it to you, these are the slots. Only the 6th, 7th, 8th and the 16th ke slots are there. Generally more slots open. Whether it will happen this time or not, I can't comment because so many things are changing. I don't know. I don't want to preempt कि ये guaranteed होगा. So my recommendation, apply quickly, choose a slot quickly. Which slot to look at? Now that question comes in. Now, CAT is on the 24th. Generally, between CAT and any other exam, you should have at least a 15-day window. That means if you are writing NMAT before CAT, write it between the 6th and the 10th. If you are not writing before CAT, please write it somewhere between the 10th and the 15th. Two things to keep in mind. Snap is going to be on the 18th, 15th and 21st. Identify कर लो मैं snap कितनी बार लिखने वाला हूं. अगर यहाँ लिखने वाली हूं. Generally, snap में there is no normalizing, so that's a problem. You might need to write it thrice in order to ensure best of three liya jaye. You ideally don't want to because it is expensive, so you might decide I want to do it twice. So basis all of that, take a call. My recommendation, you can think of writing NMAT somewhere around the 10th, and you can think of writing snap on the 15th and the 21st perhaps. So that could be the ideal way of doing it. That gives you 15 days for NMAT. NMAT and snap में ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं है. In fact, snap is easier than NMAT. So snap के बाद also you will have about 5 days for your first attempt and another 7 days or 6 days for your second attempt of snap. So I repeat, my recommendation, you can think of anywhere between the 8th to the 10th of December for NMAT. If you're writing it after CAT, you can think of snap two attempts, probably the second and the third slot. So that is my recommendation. For some of you all who are in other cities, say for example Noida में slots are even lesser. 10th, 16th, 17th of November खाली 3 ही दिन था, and then 30th of November को 9 AM का था. And then if you look at December, it was only 1st, 7th and 8th. So the number of slots at this point in time are low, and my recommendation on when you should write it is what I've stated. Some of the important things to keep in mind when you go to the test center: admit card, photo ID proof, please carry 2. They write 1, carry 2. I am recommending. Okay, please carry that. Also, एक बार apply कर लोगे, एक appointment letter आएगा mail में, उसका भी print out लेके चले जाना. Carry these 3 things with you. Okay, please keep that in mind. At the check-in time, these are the things that they will check. They will check your admit card, they will check your photo ID, and they will check any other document which is advised for candidates with disabilities. So in case you are somebody with disability, if there is some document that you need to carry, please go ahead and you carry that. And please keep in mind, the admit card will come about 7 days before the actual scheduled date of the exam. So these are all the different pointers that I had. Let's go ahead and see if there are any other questions. I have gone ahead and picked up the recommended slot as well. I've answered it. If you are writing before CAT, 5th to the 10th of November के बीच में लिखना. I am only able to write it on the 10th of November. I wasn't getting any other slots, so I'm writing it on the 10th of November. In case you want to hear how it went and you want to do it later, which is my recommendation, hear me in my analysis, which I will do after the 10th of November, and probably ideally write the exam between the 8th and the 10th of December. The NMAT exam, and then snap you can write on the 14th or the 15th and the 21st. Okay, that is my recommendation in terms of the ideal date. I hope I've gone ahead and answered all questions here. So is this the case for all colleges regarding payments? Yes, that is going to be the case for all colleges. There are going to be very few colleges that are going to allow you to apply to the college after exam results. Otherwise, those colleges don't end up earning a lot of money. and every college wants to earn money. So very few colleges will allow that. Okay. So I've answered almost all questions related to when you should apply, what are the changes that have happened, a couple of other things that I want you all to keep in mind. Okay. One, during the exam, what will the flow be? Well, these will be the different elements that will happen. Picture and signature upload, they will take your picture, they will get you to sign, and they will get that done. Begin the schedule test, you'll have to show your documents. There might be a security question. I don't think it will happen this time. Last year it was there, this year they did not ask me for a security question, so it won't be there. User agreement, and finally go ahead and begin the test. That's what the flow is going to be. Few things which I want you all to keep in mind, very, very important things about what is in store for all of you. There is a lot which is in store. Number one, race to 99 percentile. I can't lay stress enough on this particular session. Every year students come out and say, what is that one session, what is that one thing to do जिससे percentile suddenly growth मिलेगी, suddenly flip होगा, जिससे मेरे को पता चलेगा मेरे को क्या करना है. This is a must attend session for all of y'all. It's going to happen over 2 days on the 10th and 11th. It's going to be a long 13-hour marathon, but the most important 13-hour marathon that you're going to find. The first session on the 10th is from 10 to 1, which is going to be test taking strategies. Second session, which is smart DILR cracker, is something that I'm going to take on the 10th from 2 to 5 p.m., where we are going to talk about how you look at a set. How do you identify this set to be solved or not? Prioritize कैसे करते हैं, अगर 4 set है कौन सा पहले करना है. Each set के अंदर which are the important pointers to identify and look at. Each set के अंदर how to create a table. When I create a table, do I need to fill the complete table, or can I start answering questions midway? How to identify which questions to answer first within a set that I've identified, and much, much more. Similarly, a lot that is going to be covered in Smart Quant Cracker. GP's Jugaad methodology is going to focus on that. Smart VRC Cracker, how GJ goes ahead and makes verbal fun. You've heard a lot about VRC 1000. This is almost like a VRC 1000 brought into 3 hours, where he's going to go ahead and pick up an entire section, and he's going to tell you how you go ahead and approach it. And finally, we have a special session on the 11th at 5 p.m. where all your faculty come together, and they go ahead and talk to you. What should you do over the next 100 days? 10th and 11th of August done, 100 days left to CAT. What exactly should you do? What should be your study plan? What should be the path? We are going to go ahead and cover that. So do not miss RT99. If you haven't registered now, go ahead and register now. The team has gone ahead and they will share the link of this session. See, registration link is already been shared. Do it. RT99 is going to be online as well as offline. Online is on Saturday, Sunday, 10th and 11th. Offline will happen in your city post that. Both sessions are different. ये नहीं ऑनलाइन हो गया तो ऑफलाइन नहीं करना, या ऑफलाइन करूंगा तो ऑनलाइन. बोथ आर डिफरेंट. अटेंड both are equally important. Don't miss out on either of them. Okay, I can't lay enough stress on this. I hope I don't need to reiterate. Next, after that, RT99, this is the page. Ensure you get there. This is the URL which you can see on your screen. The URL and the link has been shared in the chat box by the team as well, so please go there. Next is the CAT form filling. We've gone ahead and taken a poll from you all ki form filling kab kare. Friday kare, this Friday, which is day after tomorrow. Monday kare, which is after RT99, या फिर Wednesday करे, which is 2 days even after that. You all have to go ahead and tell us when to do it. जहां पे maximum आएगा हम वो करेंगे. Democracy rules. So अभी आप जाओगे YouTube के, आपको YouTube में also in the community section you'll find the poll within the next few minutes. Go ahead, fill it there. It's there in your groups as well. I hope you filled it. If not, do it ASAP so that we understand exactly which date you want it, and we ensure that that session is conducted on that day. Okay. Finally, 100 Days to CAT 2024 is also a session that is coming to you, which will also happen somewhere around the 13th or the 14th of August. So do go ahead and attend the same as well. That's about it from my end in terms of everything that I wanted to cover in this session. We've gone ahead and covered the NMAT form filling, in comprehensive way. We've spoken about when to write NMAT. We've spoken about NMAT and SNAP के basis में क्या breakup हो सकता है, CAT NMAT के basis में क्या breakup हो सकता है in terms of the date you want to do it. So do ensure you do. Is it mandatory to fill up the university part? Yes, it is. So for CAT also, every IM needs to be applied? No. Separately, every IM does not need to be applied for in CAT. In CAT, once you go ahead and fill, these are the IMs that I want to apply to. IMs you will not need to apply to. Automatically your score will go there. Automatically application will go there. Every non-IM you will need to apply to. FMS अलग apply करना है, IMT अलग apply करना है, SPGN अलग apply करना है, हर जगह अलग apply करना है. IIMs के लिए अलग अप्लाई नहीं करना. XLRI में भी ZAT लिखो कि उसके बाद XLRI के लिए अलग अप्लाई करना है. स्नैप में भी स्नैप के अप्लाई करोगे, देन SIBM पुणे SCMHRD अलग अप्लाई करना है. CAT is the only place where for the IIMs you don't need to apply separately, but other colleges you need to. Okay. IIM Mumbai this time, Aniket, I'm hoping you don't need to apply separately. I hope it's come in the form. I've not looked at it, but I will. Does SPGen doesn't take it for its score, takes it for its GMP, I think, Global Business Program, GBM. Choose university, there'll be from form price increase. I didn't understand the meaning of this, Anik. What does that mean? English language में course मिल जाएगा career launcher पर. English ही होता है यार. It's English with a little bit of Hindi in between. Okay. At what time on 10th you're going to attempt NMAT? At what time? You want to know my time also? Same time पे करोगे क्या? I will attempt it at 12 noon. 12 noon. What is the price for retake? Rescheduling is I think 1200, and retake I think is the same as the original, which is 3000 plus GST. I think I have it here as well, so we can go back a few slides and have a look at it. बहुत जल्दी जल्दी अगर पीछे चले आएंगे. If I am not wrong, then I think it's going to be the total rescheduling. If I'm not wrong, was roughly around 1200 plus GST, and retake was I think the same amount that a normal attempt is. But I will go ahead and check it. कितनी ज़्यादा slides थे? Okay. We've covered a lot today, and double quick time. That's great to see. Okay. No point going through so many slides. I've just wasted time. But still, because the question came, so I want to go ahead and address it. As you see here, retake is 3000 plus applicable taxes, reschedule 1200. बोला ना आज जो question पूछोगे सब है. Everything is a part of the presentation. It's all been, we were sure that these questions will come up. ठीक है, clearly डाला हुआ है. How is XIMB for HRM? XIMB is decent for HRM. It's a good college. Is it recommended to take NMAT twice? Well, if you're looking at NMIMS, then no. If you're looking at others, you can. As simple as that. Perfect. I think I've gone ahead and taken all questions. It was great catching up with all of you. Do go ahead, show some love to Neha and the team. Go ahead and like the session, subscribe the channel, and as I said, there is loads coming your way. If you've not already registered for RT99, go ahead and register for it. Okay, ASAP. Okay, so does choosing university impact form price? No. Up till top, if you want to go ahead and share your score of NMAT, you can share it for free with up to 5 colleges. That is what the form states. Applying to that particular college, there is cost. Okay, online course fee for CAT preparation, sir. For CL CAT preparation depends यार आपको कौन सा लेना है. There are multiple courses. We have an online CAT night classes which will be in the ballpark of roughly around 35,000 depending upon the course. We have online classes which will be in the ballpark of 25 to 30,000 depending on the course. Then we have self prep programs. We have DLR 1000, VARC 1000, multiple courses. So it depends on what you want to take. How is FMS or marketing and business? So among the top 3-4 colleges in India for marketing. Right? Is Tapni good for finance? It is okay for finance. At this point in time, if you want to do finance, don't look at Tapni, look at the top IIMs. Okay, that's it from my end, guys. I will go ahead and say good night at this point in time. See you again very, very soon. I hope to see almost everybody in RT99. That is not going to happen on YouTube. You have to register for it. Once you register for it, you'll get a link. If you are a CL enrolled student, anyways, you don't need to pay any money until unless you taken a basic test series, then you might need to. If you've taken a comprehensive test series, you don't need to. So for any other student, please go ahead, register for it, attend RT99, don't miss it. That's it from my end. See you very, very soon. Bye bye. See ya.